Well, hello there, real gamers. Retro Rob here, and welcome to Retro Rob Plays Everything. Today, I've got something interesting to show you, and it's something you've seen before on this channel if you watch it regularly. It's this Doom cartridge for the Game Boy Advance. I've been collecting a lot of Game Boy Advance stuff lately, and something's weighed on my mind about this cartridge. Something doesn't seem quite right. I think when I first bought it, and I bought it at a gaming convention, I believe. Feel free to correct me if you know better. I'm sure I covered it when I got it. I thought it looked pretty good. It had some adequate wear on it, but over time, I look at this cover. See this? Well, my camera's probably not clear enough because I've got the green screen on, but it almost looks too good to be true. So we're gonna take a look at this guy and find out whether it's real or not. Let's go. All right, here's my humble friend Doom. Now, there's two versions of Doom that are primarily going around in the United States. There is the North American or USA version right there, and the EUR or European version. Over the years, the European ones have come into the US pretty steadily, so you're just about as likely to see the European one as you are on this one, especially like on places like eBay. But anyway, this one matches up pretty well with the North American one. It looks pretty good. I wonder a little bit about the print under. I wish I could get it for you. The print under Activision to me looks a little blurry, and that is what started me thinking. Looking at the back though, that looks pretty good. Usually on the fake ones, well, not usually. I shouldn't say usually. Sometimes on the fake ones, the spacing on these letters is all messed up, or the Nintendo is. This seems to be about the same as other known good, see, Game Boy Advance carts that I got. So yeah, it looks pretty good there. It's got the tri-wing screw. There's nothing weird about that. But let's go back to the front. Okay, so the aging on it, it looks a little new to me. Number one, very often on loose cartridges, I find that the Nintendo seal of quality, let's look again, has faded. And again. So it isn't always true, but it often fades. So now I have that and this bottom lettering that wasn't very clear, making me wonder about this. But here's another thing. If you look, there appears to be no stamped numbers anywhere along here. And let me show you a legit one. I had a good one that you could really see it on. Yeah, this one, Wolfenstein 3D. Let's see if I can lean it right. See that? You see that little, there's a couple numbers there that are stamped into the cartridge. Now, I'll tell you, sometimes it's really hard to find. Like on this Mario Golf, I don't even know if I can get it to show up. Yeah, I can. But it doesn't show up very well in natural light. I've got a couple of them that are like that, and I thought it might be that. I've also heard that sometimes they're almost undetectable, but there's none here. So what I got so far is I'm questioning this. Now, again, they could have replaced this sticker. That's a possibility. That does happen. But I think what we're going to have to do is open this guy up. All right, folks. This is going to be fun. Okay, let's start by looking at the bottom here. This looks pretty good, right? 2002 Nintendo AGB E0501. That looks pretty official. But Doom, the original Doom, not Doom 2, was created in 2001. I've seen no examples of a board that was made in 2002. This would be the only one that I've ever seen. Doom 2, they have 2002, but not the original Doom. Going over here, the Doom board carries a number AGB E0310. This is E0501, which I'm pretty sure comes back to Pokemon games. so it looks a little odd. And you know, just to kind of look at this is a definitely real board. And looking at this one's really odd. This guy right here, this one is SRAM. I was able to look this guy up, and it's by NanoAmp Solutions, which, yeah, that's kind of unusual, honestly, for a real card. Also, this is odd too. I mean, for a real game, that's kind of odd. This one's really weird. This is the 128M29EWL, and this is supposedly by Intel. It might be, but there's almost no data on it. So I think this is maybe the EPROM or EPROM. Sorry, I'm not sure. Not sure. But this I do know. This is SRAM, so this dies when the cartridge isn't actually plugged in. So I'm almost sure this has to be storing it, or this guy here, and this guy right here is really the kiss of death. I mean, there's a lot of kisses of death here, but this guy right here, this little blob right here, this cheap chip is not used in any official Nintendo game except Tetris. There might be a couple others, but Tetris is the most known, and that's, you know, for the original Game Boy. This, unfortunately, is fake. Here's a bonus. 2 of these screws are from actual bona fide Game Boy Advance carts, and one of them is not. You see the difference here? This guy's got a tap screw. These guys have a regular screw. Yep. Well, this episode, as so many episodes of Retro Rob Plays Everything, ends in bitter disappointment. Yep. I laugh because I want to cry. Anyway, we did learn some useful stuff, though. And the first thing is that very often official cartridges have a stamped couple of digits right here on the cartridge, right where my finger is. Now, you may or may not be able to see that in like an eBay listing or say a Goodwill auction, but if you see them in the picture, it's a pretty good indicator that it's the real thing. And if it's not there, you might want to ask for a clearer picture to see if it's there. It doesn't necessarily mean it isn't. I've got a couple cartridges where it's really super hard to find. It's really faint and the cartridge is scratched up, so you might not always have it, but if you see it there, you can feel pretty safe about what you're buying. The other things, of course, is look at the printing on the back. If it's straight and even, it's got a better chance of being real. Also look for the tri-wing. Now this has all those things, but it's absolutely a fake. So if you're at a convention or something like that, you might ask to open the cartridge up. They may or may not let you, but if they let you, that's a great way to tell, because the official boards just will not have that round blob other than Tetris. So that's a really easy way to tell once the cartridge is open. Yeah. So anyway, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to go sell it on the Facebook Marketplace and mark it as a reproduction, because I don't like reproductions unless they're authorized or they're multi-cart. I'm fine with multi-carts because I bring those to conventions and, you know, show them with the game systems because it lets people play more games, but without them walking off. But yeah, this is gonna have to go, I'm afraid. It's too bad. Anybody hear that? What the heck is that?
Fake ass cartridge doesn't play so good. Blow on the pins like we know we should. Games won't save, but we don't even care. Paid $60, it's so unfair. Paid top dollar for Pokemon. 2 weeks later, my saves are gone. Don't always load, but that's okay. Fake cartridge life is here to stay. The cover don't look right, held together with flathead screws. Sometimes I win big, but this time I lose. Paid top dollar for Pokemon. 2 weeks later, my saves are gone. Don't always load, but that's okay. Fake cartridge life is here to stay. The cover don't look right, held together with flathead screws. Sometimes I win big, but this time I lose. Paid top dollar for Pokemon. 2 weeks later, my saves are gone. Don't always load, but that's okay. Fake cartridge life is here to stay. We laugh at the glitches, they keep the game alive. A boss battle freeze can't stop the vibe. No manual, no mercy, no plans ahead. Found treasures in worlds, now the cartridge is dead.